Really impressed. I'll open up. Really impressed with Delaware, man. It's 61 days ago today is when we saw them. I thought they were pretty good then, but poise, pace, understanding how to play, just sharing the ball together. What a great mix between Painter, Mutz, Allen, Anderson, and Darling. Obviously, Cushing comes off the bench, averaging 2. We threw a couple of our different defenses out there. He made us pay in the corner multiple times. He averaged 2 points. He gets 11. Just really impressed with their understanding how to play the game. They play the game the right way by sharing the ball. And, we just could not get enough stops in the second half or score to get into our press. And that really, when we can't score 25 points in the second half, it wasn't like anything changed for them. They didn't change their defense. We just stopped scoring a little bit. 4 for 16 from the 3, not good enough. They were 9 for 24, which we did a good job defending them there. 37% from the 3-point line. We held Nate Darling, who was leading in the last 8 games, leading the country in scoring. I mean, I've seen 34, 27. So our guys did a great job of defending him. But look, they shared the ball 13 points, 13 points, 14 points, 13 points, 10 points, 11 points. Very impressed with him. Coach has done a great job. He's been there, 4 years now, just poised, understands the game, doesn't get worked up. I'm probably a lot more animated than him. Mutz is just a difference maker for them over the last year. And I'm really impressed with him. So we gotta just kind of take a couple days off and go regroup. And looks like we got Drexel in the first round. What's going to be a great matchup, man. It's going to be a great matchup. I know they're strategizing right now. We're going to go to work on the film tomorrow. And biggest things for us is to get our legs back under us, get regrouped, and ready to come to work. I'll take any questions.
Marty had 19 points.
Yeah.
9 for 12 from the floor. I know you've hit on this before, but how important is it for you to beat him down low?
Yeah, and I'll be honest, we didn't get in the ball enough. That's my fault. We got into what we call our open offense, and we did not get Marty enough touches. We let our guards probably do a little bit too much. I felt like he had the advantage, and that's a young ball club out there not understanding who we are sometimes. Still, when a guy's got it going like that, they took Painter out. They didn't play Painter hardly in the second half, and we just didn't go to him. So we got to get Marty some more touches, especially when he's got it going. I mean, he's shooting, what is that? I don't know what that percentage is, but I guess it's in the 70s. We got to get him some more touches. Foul trouble again hurt us. He got 2 early. It's been Achilles heel of offensive rebounding, fouling, and just not being able to shoot the 3 has been our Achilles heel all year. So it's just something we got to keep battling with.
So between Toll-Free and Akaru and even Sims, it just seemed like the types of shots they were taking, it wasn't working for you. You
Yep.
get animated on the sideline. What are you trying to tell them?
It's about paint touches and playing off the paint touch. It's about moving the basketball. The one thing we felt like Delaware, after 2 ball reversals and getting it to the third side, they struggle to shift their defense. And we did not turn it over. We did not turn them over defensively. One side to the second side to the third side. If you get it back to the third side, you've probably made 4 passes. If you can get 2 paint touches there and get to 2 feet, you then can play off of that and pivot out and find guys cutting. And we just didn't do a good job of that tonight. We really didn't. In shoot around today, we ran some of our open offense, and the ball just stuck. Even Shy, I thought, a couple of them I thought he forced up where there was nobody else touched it first. But, we got to go get better at that. We definitely got to go get better at that. And then when we take some of those shots, we got to be able to make some, to be honest with you. I mean, we really do.
Look at 19 turnovers tonight. It's kind of been the story of the second half of the CA. Do you feel like you've surprised some teams maybe with I'm sorry. No.
I was about to say, we had 19 turnovers. We had 40 on that. We had 12, yeah. Too many.
Yeah.
Too many, no question. If we could keep it at 10 or below, then they're in pretty good shape, but probably a little bit too over, too high. Marty got bumped around a couple times down there. I thought that, it was a physical game. Whistle went their way a couple times on it, and that's just the breaks of the game. But, Tofri had 2, and then Shaquem had 2, and he didn't have any other night. Mike had 2. So just one of those nights, man. Got to probably everybody had one too many, And if we take one away from each one of those guys, we're in pretty good shape. But happens, man, happens. And again, I could tell because we played so hard the other night and we pressed, we ran out of gas. When you got 7 guys, kind of run out of gas a little bit. Amaje not being there is a factor. It really is because, Marty can get out there and move, but I got Marty out there trapping ball screens. And so I traditionally don't want to have to do that, but to speed people up where we're at, I have to do that, and it makes him vulnerable. Amaje can really do it, and he's great at it. So just kind of a little bit of a pickle tonight.
And when you do look at a team that has such balanced scoring like they do,
Yeah.
how much more important is it for you guys defensively to every single guy be doing what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, it's critical because they want low possessions. They don't want to play at the rate we want to play at, and they want to try to control the game themselves and make sure nobody really gets out on them. And that's where I wanted to speed them up. I wanted to turn them over a little bit, and we just couldn't really get it going. And you got to be sound defensively, and they hit the shot. Ryan Allen, who's shooting 28% from the three, comes out and he bangs 4 for 8. He hits 4 threes. He hadn't done that in probably a couple weeks, and that he's a proven guard in this league. He's a starter for 3 straight years. He struggled as a freshman. He's okay as a sophomore. He's come out this year, man, and that's what juniors do. The mantra in this league is you got to get old and you got to get old fast, and you got to stay old. And I've heard Martin say that a bunch. And 2 years ago, he was not old. He was young, and just the maturation of his ball club and where they're at now, along with the transfer of Darling, along with the transfer of Mutz and Painter, just shows you when you got good players, man, you do a lot of good things.
Shaw kind of mentioned the CAA tournament being a fresh start for you guys.
Yeah, no question.
That kind of mindset
You have to be. It's 0-0. Everybody is 0-0. Somebody will do your dirty work on the other bracket. You can't worry about anything else. You got to take care of your business. And our business is Drexel, and we got to be as good as we can be for 40 minutes. We can't think about nothing else. It's all in for that one game, and then you just try to survive and advance. And then you basically take the film, and you walk your guys through the next game, and all the pressure's on somebody else. We ain't got no pressure on us. Nobody's expecting us to go up there and do anything. Those guys that have a higher seed and done their work all year, they got something to lose. We got nothing to lose. We can let it fly. We can play loose and put a smile on our face and play carefree and press and get after people and hope good things happen. But it's all about preparation for Drexel. 40 minutes there. You can't worry about anything else.
You played in that gym up there. How much do you think that'll help? I know that was months ago, but how much will that help that you've been in that?
That's why we did it. We went up there so we could get a couple of days of extra practice in there. We got 2 good games in there. We had a war against Cleveland State, and it came down to us not being able to get a box out and dive on the floor for a loose ball to win the game. And they got to put back with 1.2 seconds on the clock or something like that. And then we turned around less than 24 hours later and had an unbelievable victory against FIU. It was the best, at that time, the best basketball we had played. I mean, it was a precision of breaking their press and what we want to do, and it's a great team win for us. So we know we can win in that gym. We know how we're going to have to play against Drexel, and obviously our team is different now, so I feel great about it.
How much does it mean to have your dad back there, just not only the game, watching it
Yeah.
now, and how much help has he been?
I wouldn't be sitting here without him. Like, our family's a basketball family. My sister was a coach. My mom's a leader. She was the North Carolina Principal of the Year. My dad is a basketball man through and throughout. He didn't care what level he coaches, doesn't care what type of kid he coaches. It ain't about the money. At Chowan, he probably was making $30,000, $28,000 at max for 10 to 15 years. But I would not be the coach I am as far as handling adversity. I got hurt as a junior in high school. I tore my meniscus. Never been hurt before. And I remember getting on that fan bike. And if you ever worked out before, the fan bike is not a fun place to be. And you CrossFit people understand that. And he just standing there driving me and pushing me, man, to be the best I could be. He held me accountable. It's helped me in my life to live my life the right way. And I'm just happy to say he's my dad. And he's probably forgotten more basketball than I know. So, sometimes I get frustrated with him. He gets frustrated with me. But, he's a coach, man. Like, they say Coach Burke for a reason. Like, and he's the real Coach Burke. I'm just a guy trying to find my own way in life, but he's the real Coach Burke.